Welcome to the Lavish Leader, Unveiling Wisdom, a podcast by the Lavish Group. We are a community of powerful leaders and creators. Each one of us is on a different path and from a different background, but we all embody aspects of what it means to truly live a lavish life. And we are here to share our stories. I'm your host, Dr. Erin Martin. Welcome, everyone, to the Lavish Leader, Unveiling Wisdom podcast. I am your host, Dr. Erin Martin. Welcome to episode 1. This has been a passion project for me. We are launching, we are live, and I thank you so much for listening in. Now, I've created this podcast for the community of women and seekers who are leading their lives, their businesses, their families, and their communities from a place beyond the leading edge. I know that being a leader is not an easy thing. It's not an easy task. And although we are never alone, it can feel very lonely. It's my hope that this space and this program are going to provide a container for all of us lavish leaders to come together and grow. I know it can be lonely at the top, but I also know that the new paradigm says otherwise. Now, the Lavish framework is that which is going to provide context for all of the amazing conversations that we are going to have on this program with some big name leaders and some other people who you may have never heard of, but who are behind the scenes in our world as women making big waves, whether it is in Hollywood or it's in the business world, or it is in the world of empowering women or empowering girls, or making an impact internationally in healthcare or in politics. I mean, the gamut of the guests that I have already interviewed for this program it's kind of mind-blowing. So I'm so excited for this season to get going. Now, the Lavish framework, I would like to talk to you about what that is so that you have an idea, context for the entire program. Now, context is different than content. Context is the container that shapes what's inside of it. It is the lens through which we're looking. And the Lavish framework is a proprietary framework, program that I have developed after my more than 20 years of working as a physician, as a coach, as a mentor to hundreds and even thousands of women. Definitely in the thousands if I just even think about my career as a doctor over the last 20 years. But what I've discovered after working with so many women, especially those women who have made pretty phenomenal shifts in their lives, the transformations that they've made, the change in identity, the ability to go from not just leaning in to their edge, but transcending it and creating a whole new edge beyond that edge, I started to look at it and realize that there were certain principles that every single woman that I have worked with, that I have witnessed, guided, or in any other way been a part of their lives during these times, there were certain things that every single one of them either went through, embodied, looked at, dug deeper into, however you want to frame that. And believe it or not, as I was meditating one day, the Lavish framework just dropped in. And Lavish is actually an acronym. It is an acronym. There are 11 principles, and they all seem miraculously to fit into this Lavish acronym. Now, what Lavish stands for is love of self, abundance and authenticity, vitality and voice, intuition and integrity, self-expression and spirituality, and health and healing. So those are all the letters in the word lavish. And we will go through what all of those mean over the course of this entire program and talk about how certain of us embody different aspects of that and how we can do better, be more, have more fulfillment, joy, abundance, all of those things. So as I've taken this Lavish framework and been able to then really consciously, intentionally apply it, not just to my own life, but helping other people do the same, I've been able to really listen and tune in to these conversations that I'm having with these amazing women, and not just women. There are some amazing men too who embody these principles that we will be talking to as well. And that is where I started to see that these leaders, these ones that were truly successful beyond just achievement and accolades and finances, the financial rewards that we kind of use in our culture to define success, I realized that all of them were actually living a life that they would say was deeply fulfilling and overly abundant and really, truly lavish. And so, as a lavish leader, the unveiling of wisdom is what we are up to here, so that we can all have greater joy, greater fulfillment, greater abundance, greater love, all of the things that really matter, that we're really after anyway. So as we think about what a lavish leader is, it's kind of like an onion that we're continuously peeling, because it's going to look different for every person, as we are all unique expressions. But overall, I think a lavish leader is an embodiment of the principles that bring about a profound shift and mastery of our lives. And it brings us to the realization of this ever expanding source of power, fulfillment, joy, and ultimately impact. No matter how great or how small that circumference of the impact is, we know that the ripple effect is real. So as we become the leaders of our own lineage, of that which we have dominion over in our immediate lives, everything that we touch, we empower the discovery and unfoldment of this wisdom to others. And so in this community of lavish leaders, we're going to hear from all sorts of leaders, as I said, some big names and some people you may not have heard of before. But we're all on different paths and we're all from different backgrounds, but all embody the aspects of what it means to truly live a lavish life. So the consciousness that we're going to approach everything from is that of what I call first cause, being a first cause creator. It's more than just be here as a talk of having total responsibility. It is that. And it is being the master creator of everything simply because you want it to be so. So first cause creation is creation from a blank slate, from an idea that drops in because that's your desire, because that's what the vision was, not because of I should, I wish I would, a fear of not having enough, not being enough, not doing enough, trying to please somebody else, trying to accomplish something for any other secondary reason. First cause creation is simply because that's what you want. So it's not just about leaning into your edge, as I said before, it's about creating a new edge beyond what already exists. And that's what we're doing here. And if you are a leader in any aspect of your life, and this podcast, this program is speaking to you, it's pulled you in, it's because of your ability to tune in. It's because of your ability to synthesize information and see beyond what's immediately in front of you. It's because you have your ability to have a vision that I'm speaking your language. So when we can harness all of who we are, even the parts of us that we might not fully understand yet, whether that's creating a life or a business or a community that's fulfilling beyond anything you could have ever imagined, a totally new and welcome understanding of what living a lavish life truly means. Beyond opulence, beyond achievements, beyond accolades, beyond awards, money, or even your current idea of legacy. We are going to transcend our current state of where we are and unveil a greater truth, a greater vision, a greater understanding, a greater cohesion of these amazing people so that we all can come up together, so that we can all rise together. So that's what we're doing here. I'm so excited for this. I am honored that you are here with me on this journey. I know that this is going to be a time of nourishment, of fun, of laughter, of insight, and I know that you will get so much out of this. So welcome, and let's get going. The Lavish Leader, Unveiling Wisdom is brought to you by Dr. Erin Martin and the Lavish Group. To find out more about Dr. Erin and how you can create and embody a lavish life for yourself, visit thelavishgroup.com. And don't forget to search for Lavish Leader in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts, or anywhere else podcasts are found. And click subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. On behalf of the team here at the Lavish Group, thanks for listening. And remember, you too can live a lavish life of fulfillment, beauty, and love.